All right. Are you ready?
I do.
Everyone else.
I do.
All right, you guys are good to start. Boys, we're good to go.
Yeah, I know. He's much worse, by the way. No, I mean,
Also, just one more thing about this mic. If you wanna,
like when you compare the two, you have pit up here, you have dark pit right here, and people complain about dark pit.
So another thing about this mic, if you just want to know, if you want to avoid peaking, put the gain all the way down because we're
Yeah,
gonna
I
get
don't
loud.
know why that was actually.
But playing it to 0 is perfectly fine. Because if we're gonna start screaming, you want the mic to not peak. As long as it's in this green right here, it's fine. If it reaches a little bit yellow, like that's not big of a deal. But we're supposed to be talking loud, so
Yeah.
you want the gain to be low, so it doesn't peak that badly. Okay. Anyways, to the game. Enough of this setup spiel.
You probably should have muted.
Nah, it's fine. They get to learn a little bit on microphone.
Okay.
So this matchup, on paper, I mean, Jigglypuff should just struggle on this matchup in general. There should be no way this Jig should be taking that big of a
Yeah,
lead already.
Byleth border.
That's dumb. That's legit dumb. Like, listen. I love a balanced game that does not sound balanced. Character. Why did that grab?
What? Yeah. Okay.
I was expecting it to grab the side.
Insane patience. Oh my god. Get off of this. Yep.
Could be dead. There's no returning.
I don't know why Captain Duck allowed him to go to this stage because Byleth with the tether being all the way at the bottom, they can recover and latch into the ledge still, just like in base ult.
Yeah, I mean, Aether definitely hasn't played this game compared to like some of the other boys here, but definitely trying to play us like it's ult right now. It's showing. Just simply because like the game does not function the same way. There's no way this kills. What?
I'm going to go with that was bad BI because it went off like the top instead of off the side, and in this game, BI is so much more.
Yeah, 100%, but still like 20%.
Oh, I'm not arguing. This character is nutty. I played this character against him, and I showed him.
Yeah, just that back air covers all that stage. Oh, it froze. I don't think that's ours. I think that's... check that. Check it. Anyways, that's what's going on. That was almost a shield break. That was crazy.
I want to see the best rest I've ever seen in my life. Captain Duck loves to go for risky rests out of complete nowhere.
Yeah,
He could have gone for it right there, but I think he missed the jump.
So something I want to talk about you bringing up that risky rest. That's just a staple of like of lack of knowledge in the game. When you have a powerful tool and you are down and you don't really know how to get back that deficit, you normally will just throw out something risky because you just think like, oh, okay, you know what, like I have nothing to lose. But that comes with like lack of knowledge, a bit of like low confidence. It could be low confidence, but more importantly, it's just a lack of knowledge of how to come back with a character. You know?
Damn. I personally love the idea.
Personally, I wouldn't take that.
Personally, I wouldn't.
Everything you said,
Captain
phenomenal.
Duck, get over here. This man is roasting you.
It's just genuine criticism. Like it's not even criticism. It's just things that it's traps that people fall into while playing. Like it's kind of like the guy who like sees you at 90% and will just start throwing out forward smash. Like
I love that. I love that idea. You ever fought a Wi-Fi Ganon who does that? Sometimes they actually win. It's painful. Back to almost even. Just brought it all the way back.
yeah, Captain Duck just needs. Oh no, he didn't get the air.
Captain Duck definitely needs to learn how to edge guard Byleth's tether effectively.
Honestly, just with that, all you do is just hug ledge and then you just spam there. Just wait until he comes back up, and you just fall down with it because like he always ends up coming up in like a very predictable angle. So just hitting it with a nair, like any lingering hitbox, will go a long way. That's a surprise.
That is a nice. Either that, or you also grab ledge that they get, the tether thing. They get moved off, and then you can probably jump in there. Something like that, but that also depends.
Yeah, of course. It's all just a matter of time. Oh, well, stream's back. At least over there. I think it was just in itself. They'll catch up. Oh, do you see what map they went? Because I didn't.
I didn't see what map they went. Oh, Battlefield apparently.
That makes sense. I mean, historically, Puff has done really well on Battlefield. This is one of their better.
Nice.
I honestly, one of my criticisms of Captain Duck is that he plays Puff very aggressively, and especially in engine like this, Puff is not an aggressive character. You can get away with it, and you honestly have to in ult, but in this, you want to take your hits as they come, and play a trap, and then after that, just wait until the next trap comes. Because if not, you put yourself in really bad situations like that because of how light you are as a character. And especially against a character like Byleth, who can just blow up your stock for free whenever she feels like it. Like, it's not a good game.
That's true. I do think that Captain Duck is a little aggressive. The only time I see him playing patiently is when he's recovering back to stage. He's just floating kind of at the ledge there, waiting to try to get a pound or a fair. He never really plays patiently actually on the stage itself.
Yeah.
Like the actual neutral. He's always very aggro in that moment.
There you go. As I said,
yeah, very nice
as I said
nair.
earlier,
Yeah.
you just need to fall down with a nair.
And then hope they don't tag.
Yeah. Well, it depends on where the nair hits, because like you can angle so they hit out, but it is what it is, you know.
Right now, oh.
See right here,
Backed
so
up there.
something interesting. Like even though I said patient play, even though no way, that doesn't kill.
Damn,
Barely
it
doesn't
should have
kill.
though. I respect it.
Yeah. Going for another edge guard.
Could have gone. Tried the nair there, but Aether mixed up his time really well.
Is it just me, or am I noticing that Captain Duck only techs in place?
Honestly, I didn't notice that at all. But I don't think I really paid attention to it. So you're probably right. Also, is it just me, or has nobody grabbed a single time this game?
No, they haven't. I mean,
Yeah.
there's been plenty of times. I think, weirdly enough, I think Puff has a great grab game, just simply because of how floaty and like spacey she can be. So the fact that she can just float in and just get a free grab sometimes is phenomenal.
Tomahawks are a very, very big part of Puff's gameplay, because most people would expect her to, when she's jumping in, she's gonna use some sort of aerial. But if you just fall down and try to get a grab in, it could actually work pretty effectively most of the time.
Or you can just fall down and shield and expect them to try to swat you.
That's true.
That's also a really good mix-up.
There's a lot of mix-ups that you can do. Very rock paper like, but more complex in a way.
I want to see, there you go. I want to see Duck use a lot more pound because he hasn't been threatening grab. So Aether's been feeling really safe in that shield. So I want to see a shield build.
That's true. That would be fun. Very nice arrow.
Honestly,
there.
kind of quirky if you ask me.
A little bit quirky.
A little silly.
Cooking.
A little silly?
Oh!
No way.
Getting the rest, but too early of a percent. Still, very good damage. Definitely helps with arrow. Okay.
Arrow just somewhere.
Using it as he can. Very much likes arrow.
I mean, I like the fact that you can actually release the arrow. It comes out a lot earlier.
Sour spot on Byleth's down air there.
They probably nerfed it.
That would make. I feel like that should be much higher.
I mean, I'm just surprised it wasn't sour spot kill. This should be stock. I also want to see Puff just grab ledge because it's a. Byleth has a tether grab. Ooh, good spot dodge. Byleth has a tether grab, so it's just really, it's just really hard for them to always recover backstage because it always puts them in a bad spot.
Honestly, like, if there's that was close.
That was weird.
That was close.
He's getting kind of quirky with it. I'm not gonna lie. Getting a little jiggy with it.
Almost did something I would do.
Good up smash. That's a really good up smash. I think Byleth up smash here in this matchup so well in just like catching characters who like to float around because of, again, the scoop box it has and how big of a hitbox it is. And it comes out relatively fast too.
Yeah. Right now, Captain Duck playing pretty aggro as always. But Aether's not really kind of trying to go fight that grab there.
Yeah.
That grab, and then he gets punished for it. And straight hits are kind of the whole thing.
I think Aether isn't really respecting HDR Puff. Because like you can pretty much disrespect a lot of Puff in Ultimate. So that's probably what's coming into play right now. But HDR Puff you have to respect. This is a different beast.
Probably.
But earlier I wanted to point out, I really liked how Aether was playing around the platforms, using that as a patient. What?
I didn't know that was.
I didn't know that was a thing either. What was that?
I don't know. We're gonna need to ask someone about that later, but I think he could have gone over.
Crazy. He should have just chased him.
Yeah, he could have gone down for that, but I think he thought that if it was dead.
Yeah.
Go for the down
I
smash.
mean, I respect it, but that's how to win the game. Hey.
Trying to get an air. Aether using his shield a lot, and I feel like you said, Captain Duck could be so much more if he pound any of these.
They reset to neutral now. That's crazy. I thought that was gonna be game right there because he was doing a really good job of just holding him at the ledge. But here we are.
Back on stage again. Oh,
Fair, yeah.
at BI. Very nice.
Sick.
That was game 2, I believe.
That was game 2.
I've got to go.
All right. I did not update this earlier because I was too busy talking. Yeah, so what is it that Byleth can do where like her spear like gets like red? Like we saw that Aether like charged up forward smash with like a red.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really cool unique.
Alright, we're back. We're back when we actually started.
Okay, yeah, we had audio issues. Back.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, so what do you want to see on this?
I actually want to see a lot more of. Ooh, that was great.
Yeah, I was talking to Min earlier just about how I want to see a lot more shield breaks. Or shield break attempts with Pound. Because, like, there's not been that many grabbing. It does mean that Aether will feel really safe in that shield.
Yep.
Meaning there's plenty of potential to.
I would like to see Captain Duck actually incorporate the angled down pound and do like the little slide. Do you know about that mechanic in this?
No, you could explain it.
So like if you angle down pound, Puff does like a little slide and she can get like pretty cool like cross-ups and conversions and apply immense amount of shield pressure. It's almost like land cancel. There's still some lag, but like in some instances, it's a really, really good option. Edge guard.
There you go. That's something that we've been lacking a lot in the past 2 games, just edge guarding. We saw a little bit in the last game, but now finally actually seeing it this game. A lot more play.
Yeah, back to your previous question. Sorry about the side smash. If you do the hold input, she actually does like, it's more laggier and has more startup. Does like a drag in like a pop in when she pulls it back via the air bar, and you can get like pretty cool follow-ups off of it.
Okay. That's pretty interesting. Oh, good
Ooh,
up.
the up smash.
That would have been a really amazing up smash. Too bad it clanked. Did they nerf down air?
That move is still really good, but it has a weak spot now.
Oh, okay. Because
It's
like,
not just strong throughout the whole move.
yeah, because we saw a down air hit and we were surprised it didn't kill. Especially on Puff, dude. There's no way.
Yeah.
But Puff just kind of holding himself to beat, honestly.
Either coming aggressive like a lot of the time. I'd like to see back the platform. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say also like down throw on Puff into like forward air or run up
Good
like
pound. Go ahead.
run up up air is really good, and Jigglypuff gets juggled pretty easily with against Byleth.
Yeah, but we're not really seeing that a whole lot, just because of how much if there's what I think now over-respecting Puff after losing that game 2. Like after game 1 and game 2, not respecting Puff at all, and now game 3, heavy respecting Puff, not really understanding how it really works.
Okay.
But we finally are seeing
There,
some
yes.
combos. Shark him, please shark him. Close enough. Break shield.
Good shield pressure. I think I broke my shield. I broke my shield for sure.
Should have. I think we should have gone for a down smash because we would have had that roll in. Yeah, this is looking a little bit tough. up living way too long, honestly, in my opinion, just because of how floaty she is, especially against a character like Byleth, who just kills on it sometimes what it feels like for free.
I'm liking these drag downs, but not really after.
Yeah, I would love to see some more grabs. Me and Minman, again, we were talking, we haven't seen a single grab this game. Neither of these two players are going for grabs. I feel like they both just think there's the first attempt to grab.
Beautiful waveland to go through shield. That's another thing that I don't think we've brought up like in a while, that you can run through shield.
That should look like an Eminem. Back throw kills?
Back throw kills, baby.
Alright, whatever. You know, it is what it is. The back air. I want to see more. Like, he gets him off stage, but he's not doing anything off of that. That was a really good recovery onto stage, but I also feel like Captain Duck could be doing so much more off stage, because that's where Puff thrives.
Yeah.
Just because of, again, how big her hitboxes are, how much jump she has, how floaty she is.
I'm not sure if anybody's aware of it, but we removed Byleth being able to spike with upbeat. She does not spike. It's just for like combos and stuff, because being able to choose between spike and the like launcher previous iteration was
Yeah, he.
okay.
No way.
Yep.
He should have gone lower. I mean, I was probably just expecting that to a spike a bit earlier, but oh,
That was a really good waveland. Like back on the platform, down throw.
they're going for a roll in. I said. He hears. But like I was saying earlier. I brought this up earlier in game 1, but it was very clear that Captain Duck is only doing neutral techs.
Okay, yeah,
And Aether has multiple times tried to go for a read on a different tech option, and he hasn't had it. Because he hasn't noticed it.
Beautiful forward air.
That was a really good forward air.
And now we're at one stock.
Yeah, match point, honestly. We're getting some really weird flub aerials or dodges.
Both players playing really nervous, you can tell in their tech skill.
I would love to see Puff slow this down. He has been over-aggressing way too often.
Yeah. That was good patience, like on the dash back, like not letting him know like what his
That pound almost broke you. I think that would have been game if you got that. Could have
the drag down. Oh, that was really good patience.
lit up. That, and I think this is where we're starting to see the experience of the two. Oh, no way.
Killed.
Like I was saying, I think we're seeing the experience of the two players in high pressure situations. They're being in plenty of high pressure before, but